Good morning. The lighting is gnarly right here, but I'm not going to complain because it is the sunshine after cloudy days. So it is time to meal plan. I'm going to be going shopping at the beginning of next week, and I just dropped Jericho off at piano lessons, and I just wait in the car because there's not enough time to like go home and come back. And so I like to use this time to get stuff done. So I'm going to be sitting here. Ideally, I would have done a pantry and freezer inventory before I did this, but that's one of the reasons why I like to keep all that stuff in my notebook, because then I have it with me, and it's pretty accurate. I'm sure there's some stuff that I forgot to cross off or forgot to add, which is fine. I can do that when I get home, but I'm finally in my new notebook here. And so the things I keep in here, I keep the list of meals we're going to have, I keep a freezer inventory, a pantry inventory, and then I keep a running shopping list. And I keep it right on my counter in my kitchen. So if I run out of something, I just write it in there. And then for the next month, I know that I need to get that. So I'd like to start with any meals that we didn't get to, which there are some carryovers sometimes. I just put those right on the list. And then I like to go through my cookbooks and Pinterest, and another reason I like to keep it in a notebook is because then I have that list of meals that I can refer back to. I don't rip those out and get rid of them. So I can go through my favorites we've had or whatever stuff I've forgotten about, and I can add that to the list. So I'm going to sit here and do that for a couple minutes, and then I'll show you what I have done when it's time for him to come out. Friends, it's a couple days later, and I am finishing up my pantry inventory and freezer inventory just to make sure that I know what I have going on. I have a feeling I'm going to be really close to budget this month, and so I'm trying to come up with some more meals that don't require a lot of extra ingredients from my pantry and my freezers. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll give you a little sneak peek into my freezers and my pantry and what they're looking like at the end of the month. Okay. I definitely know that I have some stuff in here. I still have a pizza, which would be a great lunch item here at the end of the month when we're kind of struggling for lunch ideas. This is my frozen zucchini from the garden this summer still, which I actually have some zucchini bread in the oven right now. So I just got odds and ends. This is typically what it looks like at the end. Lots of frozen fruit. We got butter back there. I didn't use one of these, so that's kind of a good thing that I could use. Mashed potatoes, shredded beef. Like I said, journey with the tapping. I have percussionist children, so they tap on everything, always. Got some frozen veggies. What is that? Oh, peanut butter balls. Those are delicious. Okay, so I got lots of yeast left still, tons of butter. I really should make some banana bread muffins, and then I do have these 3 hamburgers left that the kids could have for lunch. Some green pepper. Here is my pantry. I won't show you the snack stuff because that's pretty much gone. This is where I keep my tomatoes and beans generally, so I really am low on beans. This is kind of my baking area here, and then down here it's kind of where I keep my sauce packs and stuff. Still have quite a bit of wild rice, and I actually made up these rice-a-roni, like homemade rice-a-roni things. So doing pretty well with my canned stuff. But I'm not seeing anything that I don't already have on my inventory list. So just some extra baking stuff here. Still have a bunch of pancake mix. I've got some like specialty items. still have some cake mixes and brownies. So yeah, not doing too bad. I should add flour though. I need some flour. All right, this is what I have come up with. I decided we only needed about 24 meals this month. We have some other things happening as well. And then I just like to write down some lunch ideas, some breakfast ideas. The only time I write down a side is if I need specific ingredients for it. Most of the time we just have whatever veggies are in the fridge as a side. Same thing with dessert. I just make sure that if it's something specific I'm gonna make, I just make sure I have the ingredients for it. But we are going to do some green chili enchiladas. We're going to make venison vegetable soup. We went to our friend's house and Abby had this recipe that's really easy, and she used ground beef, which was delicious, but I have venison to use, so I'm going to use venison. French dip sandwiches, we've made this a couple times, and then the homemade crusty rolls to go with it. That's a favorite. Chicken consomme got carried over from last month. We didn't end up using that one. Same thing for steak tacos, chipotle chicken burritos, and Swiss steak. Those 4 meals we never got to, so I just carried them over. We're going to have jambalaya again because we have extra smoked sausage now in the freezer. Corned beef and cabbage, of course, for St. Patrick's Day. Frito chili pie, that is always a favorite of ours. Very simple, it's a crock pot meal. This one, I got pretty detailed because we're having company over this night. So we're going to do pulled pork, homemade barbecue sauce, green beans, pickled coleslaw, rolls, and then I am going to make a cherry pie for dessert. Oh, which that reminds me, I need to write vanilla ice cream right here. And then try to keep the kids out of it until we have the company over for dinner. Spaghetti, that's just an old standby. Chili mac is one that we all enjoy. It's just what it sounds like, a combination between chili and mac and cheese. It's delicious. Stacked chicken tacos is something I'm trying. I'm gonna get the tostada, which are like the hard taco shells, but they're flat. And so you smear a little bit of refried beans, and then you put the chicken meat on top. Cheese, put another tostada on top of that. So I just thought it would be a fun way to do tacos, and I think all the kids will enjoy it. Pork chops, and I can do that a number of different ways. I can do it in the crock pot, or I can marinate them and do them in the oven. Hamburgers, this time we're going to do homemade buns. We have just not been liking the hamburger and hot dog buns. I don't know if we've gotten spoiled with homemade, but I don't know. They just all seem disgusting and dried out and gross. So we're going to do homemade buns. We're going to do breakfast one night. I haven't made this Szechuan noodles recipe in quite a while, and I'm actually going to try it with angel hair this time instead of spaghetti, and just see if it's different, see if we like it better. Scalloped potatoes I have not made in forever because Jericho hates like baked potatoes. It's a texture thing. This might be one of the only nights that I let him have something different because he literally gags with the texture of cooked potatoes. I don't know. But it's a very delicious recipe. The rest of us like it, and we'll just have veggies on the side. Then Mississippi pot roast. I have 2 roasts in the freezer right now, and so this will be perfect. And can you see I got a little carried away with my spelling? I just kept going, wasn't paying attention. I had bought these Indian sauces last month just to have in the pantry, and so I noticed one of them doesn't have tree nuts, which is this one. So we're going to do this one. It's just like a simmer sauce with some chicken and rice, and I will probably just do some stir-fry veggies on the side. Broccoli ham and egg casserole is another delicious one. We all really like that, and I still have some ham left over from Christmas in the freezer that I can chop up and add to that. Homemade pizza, always a staple. As long as I have the cheese, then I always have everything that I need to make that, because we all actually just enjoy cheese pizza as well. And then beef pot pie, I have 1 pie crust left in the freezer that I would like to use up. And pot pie, I don't mind just having like a top crust. So I do have a little bit of that, you saw that shredded beef in there, and then I will have some leftover roast, whether it's from the French dip sandwiches or the Mississippi pot roast, either one. So I'm gonna mix those together, throw some veggies and potatoes in it, and do a beef pot pie for our last meal. So the only thing that I have left to do is go through my refrigerator and just make sure that I have, that I've written down everything that I need on my grocery list as far as the regular stuff. I think I do, but inevitably I always forget something. But that's one of the nice reasons for going inside of the store, is that you're like prompted by the things that you see, you remember that you need them. But I also like not going in because I don't spend as much money. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna try to do an estimate of how much I think this is all gonna cost. And if I am not super close to budget, I'm gonna go in Sam's Club this time. I love Sam's Club pickup, but I was in there to get a prescription and I noticed that they had some new stuff, and the new stuff doesn't always show up like on the pickup order option. So I might do that. I might still just pick it up if I am close to budget and I don't want to go over. But otherwise, I have my whole grocery list, and now all I need to do is put my Walmart pickup order in and then make the decision about Sam's Club, and I will be ready to go. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this is helpful for you. Like always, the recipes will be linked. All the ones that I have links for will be linked in case you would like to try them for yourself. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!